Time for homework help, day 3, week 5. So for the first problem, where you have to write each fraction in its simplest form, I want you to remember that we're doing this without a calculator. So you're looking for the biggest thing that goes into 8 and 22. So I see they both divide by 2, and 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 22 divided by 2 is 11. And you always want to check to see if you can reduce any further. So I know 4 divides by 2 and 4. Does 11 divide by 2? Nope. It's odd. Does 11 divide by 4? No. 4 doesn't go into 11. So 4/11ths is simplest form. Now for 12/14ths, I see they're even. I'm going to try dividing by 2. And I get 6/7. And again, I want to make sure it doesn't reduce any further. 6 divides by 2 and 3 and 6. 7 does not divide by 2. It does not divide by 3. It does not divide by 6. So that's simplest form. Now for this problem below, I'm mainly doing this one for the fact that one of the numbers has a decimal and the other doesn't. So remember, you can fast forward. I'm going to start with the traditional one right here, but if you were lattice, you can fast forward through this first part. All right, so first I'm going to multiply the 4 all the way through. So 4 times 5 is 20, write the 0, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, write the 0, carry the 1. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Don't forget to fill in the 0 before you do 2 times everything. Now I'm going to multiply the 2 through everything. So 2 times 5 is 10. Write the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 3 is 6. Add those up, 0, 0, 8, 7. Now how do you figure out where the decimal goes? Well, the key is counting decimal digits. So the 2 and the 5 are decimal digits. They're the tenths and hundredths place. In the 24, there are no decimal digits because 24 is a whole number. So I have 2 decimal digits in my problem. That means I have to have 2 decimal digits in my answer. So my answer is 78.00 or just 78. Now in the lattice, I want to show you how to set this one up. So I have 3.25. Now the 24 is on the right, but since it's a whole number, I want to show that decimal on the bottom. Because remember, 24, think of $24, the decimal is after the 4. So I'm going to start by multiplying the 2 by all the numbers. So 2 times 5 is 10. Well, let me change to red, maybe that shows up better. 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. Now I'm going to multiply the 4 by everything. 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. Then I'm going to add up the red numbers in the diagonals. I have 0, 8 plus 2 is 10, write the 0, carry the 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 1 plus 6 is 7, and that 0 is just 0. Now check this out, how I show you how you find your decimal in this one. So I'm going to change to a different color here. How about orange? Okay, now remember the decimal here can only go down. The decimal here can only go left. So they go to where they meet, and they meet right here. And whenever they meet, they take the diagonal row down, and X marks the spot, and you get 78.00 or just 78. Anyway, I hope that helped, and ask any other questions you have in class. Thanks, guys.